Yeah, we're just waiting patiently.
The first.
Sir, Mr. Professional Streamer, did you tweet your stream?
Fuck you, I didn't.
Yeah, I know.
Had to go and remind me of these things. See, this is why I
Yes, you're welcome.
Yep. I didn't even close Twitter to prevent the notifications.
Cause like, let me go retweet. Oh, he didn't do it.
That app. Leave the island, head to sea. Okay. I got all the other stuff up though, so yeah. It has been tweeted. I have tabs. I have my call. Everything good, excellent. Everyone seems to be alive and well, I hope.
Yeah, sure.
More or less.
Such confidence from my party. I love it. I love the confidence I'm being given.
Sure, why not?
The DM uses mass Phoenix down. Oh, you must live.
Oh no.
Mass Phoenix, is that a thing?
Well, actually, it's Mega Phoenix, but not the point.
Mega, yeah.
There is a party.
Handful
There
of
is a
Phoenix down.
party-wide item that revives the entire party.
I don't think it's.
Is
mad.
it just the entire wing of a phoenix?
Oh god.
You know, I actually don't know what it looks like.
Question.
We know a Phoenix down is like a plume of Phoenix feathers.
It's a
It's just
pillow
a
filled with
wing.
Phoenix down.
I'm
It's
just-
you just get whacked with a pillow.
I was about to say, I'm
Yes.
just picturing
I like
Mogzio with a
that one.
giant, like, body pillow of Phoenix feather just beating the party, like, get the fuck up.
Please,
Because-
I need this.
Because we all know for a fact that the party all goes down, Mogzio will be the last one down.
Most likely.
All those luck points will be used to stay alive.
After failing to keep everyone else alive by using my luck points.
Yeah, you'll be like, oh yeah, I have a Mega Phoenix. Get the fuck up! Anyway, last week we had a lovely, rousing information gathering, almost potential murder,
Hmm.
and somehow...
Two almost potential murders.
Yes, and somehow
Mhm.
the smallest trip hazard full of metal armor snuck past the entire group. To this day, I still
That
don't know how that
doesn't-
worked.
Super surprised me.
It was great. It was great. You know, everything worked out great. But you guys did get passage on the ship to the Pythia Peninsula, which will be leaving today. The ship is captained by the ever so skilled Amelia, because I'm Disney trash and I needed to name things. You will be meeting the crew once you guys get aboard, and thanks to Diamond for reminding me, the ship is named the Humming Mirage, for those who didn't take notes. To my knowledge, when you guys left off, nothing really was happening at night. Everyone kind of just went to bed. So I don't think we need to really worry about doing anything before the long rest. And we can wake up.
Hyacinth?
What?
Oh, I was gonna say that since Dell's not here, we can wait on the whole Hyacinth and Dell talking to the orb again.
Okay, we can. Yeah, we can. You guys can be on the seas for a few days, so there'll be
Okay.
plenty of time. We're looking at like sail ships, so it's gonna be like at least a couple days of travel.
I see.
Sadly there is no steamboats or engine ships yet. Can't let you guys have too much fun. Anyway, yeah, you guys wake up well rested, save for anyone who may have stayed up too late for whatever reason that we don't need to know about. I don't know your lives yet.
Brothel's not open yet.
Corey hasn't committed like Batman style murder yet,
That we know of.
right?
That you know of.
No, you guys wake up. You guys slept in today. You guys had a long couple days, and knowing that you're leaving, you're gonna be like, we're gonna like actually rest up so that we're not exhausted on the first day of the trip. Before you head out, obviously you can go down to the main floor of the tavern and get food and all that, and have the morning.
When does the ship leave?
ship's going to be leaving around little afternoon. You got like maybe 2 hours to kill, 2 or 3 hours,
Okay.
because they are picking up supplies to bring with them to the mainland.
After breakfast and with every spare moment, Mogzio will be using 300 of that gil that he earned
Oh God!
to make his cards masterwork.
Oh.
That sounds good.
Big spender. Just so I know, what would that entail?
From what I understand, the rules are kind of loose. It doesn't really tell you what. It just says I can upgrade it to masterwork for 300 gil in a day of work. So I imagine
Okay.
it's something along the lines of me transmuting the gil into like the bladed edges of the cards.
Okay. Yeah, you obviously, because again, you'll be spending all the time doing. We'll say that you got up first, and you spent most of the morning working on that while eating breakfast, after breakfast, etc.
Yeah, like
And
transmute a handful of coins, take a sip of coffee,
yeah, more
transmute
like
another one.
screw reading the newspaper. You got shit to do. But who reads anyway?
It takes a day, so
Yeah, like we'll say that like through the day you get more and more done. I'm assuming DFA woke up around the same time you did.
Yes.
And what is she gonna do this morning while Mogzio works hard?
She's going to read a book.
I'm feeling spited for my comment. Is it
That's all.
is it a specific book or just a random book?
It is a specific book.
Ooh,
It's one that she brought from home with her. It's about
intriguing.
a very brave little Moogle.
Aww.
Oh,
This is purer than I expected.
I really expected How to Get Away with Murder in 5 steps or less.
She already knows.
she already knows that.
I mean this in the nicest way possible. I didn't expect DFA to read for recreation purposes.
There's a lot of pictures.
That makes more sense now.
Okay.
Are they DFA made pictures or were they already in there?
There are some DFA annotations in it.
Okay.
Places are a little drawn on where she thought that could be improved upon.
Okay. That's fair. No, that helps set the scene for everybody. No, that was great. I like
I
that.
could easily see that.
That was actually very wholesome, and I appreciate that. Good way to start the session. Who wakes up next?
I guess Elric will head down,
Okay.
have some breakfast.
All right. On your arrival downstairs, you notice the 2 Moogles already in their own little corner of the room. You also notice Penny busy getting to every other of the patrons, trying to keep up with the orders and all that. Once she sees you, she in a hurry goes, "I'll be right with you, dear. What would you like this morning?"
Considering Elric is probably a little stressed out, he wants sweets. He needs sweets.
She just stares at you for a minute. Okay, I'll bring it over. Don't worry. Just sit where you like. And then she goes back to her morning rounds.
No, he'll go over and sit by Mogzio and DFA.
Just so you know, at the table already, because Mogzio said after sip of coffee he goes back to work. There is a not a pitcher, but a thing of coffee to pour into cups for you.
Ooh.
So you can just pour and make your own coffee.
Nice, definitely coffee and sweets then.
But no, you cannot use the whole thing for yourself.
Oh, of course, it's a whole pitcher.
Yeah, and it is extremely hot as well, so you burn yourself.
Of course.
And that would make you roll damage.
Oh no.
But no, what else do you do when you reach the table?
I assume Mogzio's doing his thing.
Mhm.
So I guess it's gonna ask like, what are you doing?
I'll probably explain it just like that. I am transmuting gil money into the blades of my cards.
You can do that.
I am doing it,
Clearly.
and I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. Cards have come in handy already, so I'm not complaining.
Is Hyacinth or Corey next?
I'm next.
Okay.
I am gonna say that Hyacinth comes down, and they are always disheveled in the morning, no matter what. And you're going to beeline for Penny and order like a normal plate of food for themselves, and then Corey's usually big meal. So
Yeah.
it's already ready for whenever she comes down with
Yes.
extra whatever the meat is.
Okay. As you, we'll say bunny hop from the last step to her because she's right near you. She visibly jumps because suddenly there's a person right in front of her. And here's what your request for the food is, and goes, so same as yesterday, just to be sure.
Same as yesterday.
Okay.
I need twice as much of whatever the meat is that you put on your breakfast meals. And Corey had a bad day, and food is comforting for some people.
Oh, I'm so.
Dell's gonna eat off of mine, so we're just gonna share.
Oh, she did seem a bit bothered last night. Hopefully everything's okay.
I think it will be in some time.
Okay.
If not, we can do that plan of the having people beat someone up, and we can make money off of it for you guys.
Penny's entire expression just like drops because she wasn't privy to that conversation, and here you are discussing beating somebody up and giving her money for it. She's just like, your food will be right out. Excuse me, and just walks back into the kitchen.
Hyacinth is gonna go sit at the table with everyone else and just stare into space.
Roll a perception. Does space stare back?
Oh no!
Oh boy.
You did say you did say you were very out of it, so let's see how out of it you are.
Existential crisis.
Oh god.
How
When you have
perceptive
a-
are you upon sitting down?
Oh god. What is that?
First thing in the morning.
Probably not very perceptive. I have to do math.
You're gonna be that cat with the flower on its head.
8, 9, 10.
Prophecy is true.
13.
Okay. Upon sitting down, you do notice DFA reading. Like you cognizantly are like, oh, DFA's reading. You also see Mogzio doing his thing, and you have no clue what he's doing though.
That's fair. That's fine with me.
Like all you see is money on the table, cards on the table, in between sips of coffee, Mogzio doing something with the two, and the pile getting smaller and smaller of Gil.
Hyacinth is just blankly staring at this process. It's like whenever you disassociate, stare at something, and you actually end up making eye contact with somebody. That's basically what's happening here.
Another awkward
But the
session of
entire
prolong.
time, yes, the entire time their ears are just twitching and like moving around.
Do I notice this?
Yeah, it's not one of those like hidden things.
It's very obvious.
It's better if you don't focus on it, and I'm trying not to. I'm just getting in a rhythm.
Oh. How can you do this? It's so early. How can you do whatever it is you're doing?
It's going to take a long time, so better I start now.
Oh. Okay. Have fun.
Oh,
Trying.
also, your perception does allow you to smell the coffee that is like maybe a foot to your left near Elric.
Coffee.
I'm gonna say that Hyacinth is gonna consider the coffee and then just wait until there's food.
That's fair.
So we don't need Energizer Bunny.
What do you mean we don't? No, that's all right. Corey, you apparently had the last to arrive.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I will come downstairs and probably don't look like I slept very much. I slept enough to get a long rest in, but
It
was a
wasn't.
little.
It wasn't a comfortable rest.
I had weird bad dreams.
Let's see.
And I've got my hair like all falling down around me because I didn't bother to put it up. Mhm.
Let's see. Hold on. Since like you said yourself, you didn't sleep well. Give me a wisdom roll.
Wisdom. Let's see where my dice are. There they are.
The most cursed stat in the world.
They're under my dice. No, my tablet. My dice are under my dice. I'm losing my mind.
That's why you're doing a wisdom roll.
Hmm. That is a 14.
Okay. As you said, you didn't sleep as well as you hoped. You did get a long rest, but you didn't have that prolonged describing mental illness. When you wake up from an anxiety dream and like you actually take longer to become functional because you're still recovering from the anxiety attack that you awoken to. So you didn't have that problem. You're just that was long sleep, but not restful sleep. I didn't have comfort.
Yeah.
Also, like your back's in that weird like you need someone to press against it so you can probably pop it just to realign.
Yeah, I imagine these beds aren't really made for Roegadyn.
You're a bit longer than them. Like I would say the bed stops at your ankles.
Yikes.
So your feet are always dangling off unless you curl up.
I need somebody to walk on my back.
But no, you also do spot the others at the table. And
Yeah.
you spot the twitching ears of Hyacinth.
I'll walk over and sit next to Hyacinth and probably also wonder what Mogzio's doing.
Because obviously you're still arriving. Roll intelligence.
Who, me? Oh.
Yeah, you. Just to see if you have like any fucking clue.
That's 18.
You know he's transmuting something. That's all you know. Because you can tell by the way he's doing how he's doing it. You've seen transmutation before. You don't know how to do it. You don't understand what it's for, but you know what it is.
That looks fun, I think.
It's best if you don't focus on it. It just keeps going, like one at a time.
Awesome. I can definitely not focus on that. Oh, I need food.
I already ordered you food.
Oh, you're my favorite. Thank
Aw.
you.
You're welcome. I ordered Dell food too, but I think Dell needs to sleep a little bit. So I think the past couple days have been a little rough on him
Yeah,
and everyone else.
he's a little. I worry.
I do too.
For the record, I was told to autopilot this part. Dell does come downstairs. On his way down, you can see that he's still doing the Windows dial-up, booting up thing that he does. He sits at the table very quietly and looks around at all of you, wishing that you all slept well and asking if you were all ready to take the trip to the mainland. He seems rather excited in a naive way, as he does. And he looks over at Elric saying, hopefully you're in a better mood today than you were yesterday.
Debatable.
Oh, hopefully the trip will help.
Hopefully.
I haven't been to the peninsula before, but so I don't know what to expect. Have you been there?
You could say that.
Huh. so it'd be kind of like going home for you.
Yeah. It would definitely be like coming home.
Oh,
Based on your tone, Dell gets the impression that you should drop the topic, and he goes to like focus on the coffee, and he starts fidgeting with the pitcher while everyone waits for the food to arrive. Which, of course, being that Penny knows you are a group, does come over with those serving table trays so that she can carry all of it in one trip. She hands Corey the massive plate of food first, then Hyacinth theirs. Elric, she brings you 3 donuts, a Swiss roll, and a pile of 4 slices of toast cut in triangles, and a bowl of cereal saying, sweets or no, you need to have something good as well.
God damn
Oh,
it. Fair enough.
And she puts a little tiny cup of milk in case you want to pour that into your cereal.
Oh, hell yeah.
oh,
oh.
And she looks at him going, if she comes back and sees that the cereal and toast is not touched, but the sweets are, trouble.
I take that very seriously.
Like, she even does like that mother look.
Like, oh, okay, all right, I'll eat it.
Hyacinth is gonna give a nod. Elric, like, she means it. Do what she says.
She doesn't raise her voice. It's just that better be eaten too when I come back. And just walks away. She does ask Deafay really quick, did you really were you good or did you want something, dear?
I need markers.
mhm.
I'll see what we have. Why do you need markers?
She looks confused and offended, but does not answer.
I'll
Okay.
go check. If you need anything else, let me know. And she like skirts off to go see if she has markers.
Markers for the Moogle.
Unexpected trend. So now you guys have your breakfast served. You guys can mingle for a bit while you eat.
Why I took that very seriously, though. Elric's gonna be eating that.
Yeah, she doesn't
Is-
have to worry about Corey eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hyacinth is gonna put the plate where Dell can reach it, and like basically share off of their plate, so then Dell doesn't have to worry about wasting food or anything like that.
Dell actually very, very eagerly eats what he can, realizing that you're offering to share. Takes a slice of toast and some of the what is it? The oats, like a bowl of oats, and scarfs them down as quickly as he can
Oh.
because he does not want to upset Penny. Not realizing
upset
she was
Penny.
talking to Elric and not Dell.
Tavern mom is scary.
Tavern mom.
Tavern mom.
Never fuck with the tavern moms.
Yeah.
They're worse than like tavern bouncers.
I imagine Folkus is scared of Penny.
He is very scared of her, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
Penny is secretly the scariest person in the entire town.
well, you know, she actually runs the place like a mob boss.
She controls what kind of food you get and if you get alcohol or not.
That's
What's-
why you're nice to the tavern mom.
What's the saying? Never fuck with the people who make your food.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't fuck
Yeah.
with your food.
Exactly.
tip your servers.
Exactly. Today's episode is brought to you by the moral tipping your servers.
And
So
your
yeah.
wait staff.
Did you wish to discuss anything, or are you just going to spend the morning scarfing down food before leaving?
In between bites, Hyacinth is going to ask what the deal is with this Robin person.
Oh,
You seemed very insistent that we take this job, and I thought we agreed that Gale was sketchy,
Smarmy.
smarmy,
Smarmy.
and you were very insistent that we took this job. I mean, money's money, but
Money is money, but while Gale is definitely a sketchy sort, I personally know the Robin.
In a good way or a fun way?
Mostly good way.
Awkward.
Is
Yeah.
it surprising that this Robin person is stealing from people?
Very surprising, actually. I would not ever imagine her doing that if not for some specific reason. That's why
Do you think someone stole your friend's identity?
it's possible. I mean, the Robin, she's a paladin. So her stealing is a little strange to me.
I mean, you stole stuff whenever we went into that manor that we now own.
Yeah, well, I'm no paladin now, am I?
You're not? I think Paizen looks so confused at this.
No, my training is of the Dark Knight variation.
But you wear the armor and you've got the big sword and
Yeah, I mean,
you've got the shoulders and
there
all
are some
that.
similarities, but maybe I don't care so much about the rules.
You could tell because his shoulders are a little sunk. That's how you could tell between the Paladin and the Dark Knight.
There you
It's
go.
all in the shoulders, baby.
Yeah, that's all the shoulders.
I pictured you saying the whole like I don't follow the rules, like the emo hair flip.
That's exactly what I saw in my head.
Yes.
Like I was legit picturing the emo kid from Horton Hears a Who going, I don't follow the rules.
Yeah, I want Elric to be kind of edgy but goofy at the same time. Like he tries.
He's edgy in the way that he thinks he's being cool, but
Exactly,
in reality,
like,
everyone's just like, "Oh my god, he's a dork."
Kind of like Cloud, trying to be cool.
Yeah.
Like, all right. But
Kind of cool, mostly awkward.
yeah. But yes, the Robin I know personally. She had almost been the one to train me.
Oh, also, Penny returns DFA with 11 markers.
Are they in a variety of colors?
5 of them are those tropical colors. We all know the Crayola packs had like the tropical variations. The other 6 are the standard like color scheme you'd get in a marker pack.
She's going to take them and she's going to grab her book and she's going to crawl under the table and say nothing.
Okay.
Penny just looks at you all like, if you need anything else, just give a holler. And she like scurries off, very baffled by DFA's behavior.
Well, it's been a while since I've been on a ship. I packed everything last night, but I can't say that I'm looking forward to the rocking sensation of it again. So hard to walk back on land after being on the ocean for so long. But I am looking forward to seeing a new place. I don't think I've been to the peninsula yet.
Roll a history, and I will let you know if you have or not.
Oh god.
I don't know if I have either.
If you would like to roll a history, by all means.
Sure. Where is my
Where
story
is
dice?
knowledge? Oh, I have that one.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said because Mike's lovely partner decided to follow me. Hi!
Aw.
I just got a
16.
personified 16. All right.
Oh.
And Corey, what did you get?
15.
You two you've been there in passing. Like you didn't stay anywhere specifically. You it was one of those like on your way through. So you know of the area, but you don't know enough about it to actually speak on.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's a
Maybe-
peninsula, you know. It's a nice vacation spot if you can afford it.
So it's like a rich people area.
Well, this one is, yeah.
And
Would
the bougie.
I?
This is
Okay,
the
if I
bougie peninsula. The other one's the not so bougie peninsula.
can I roll a knowledge check to see if I know anything about the kind of like nobility of that area?
By all means, go for it.
Because I have that skill.
You do.
Oh, modified 20.
Damn.
Very nice. In your travels there, you did have a few clients. You learned that for the most part, it's that peninsula in Vale is more the upper class vacation areas, kind of like how the Kennedys would go to Rhode Island for their mansions. It was their summer place. There was a local community and all that, but the place was mostly known for the wealthy who would vacation there.
I'm gonna relay this to the party
Yes.
Okay.
of the vague knowledge I know of it, since I've passed through it and worked in that area, but I've never stayed. Obviously, they're not. Obviously, you don't really stay in those areas unless you have the gil for it. And if someone wasn't paying me to stay there, it's not worth it really for someone like me.
You also know they have lovely vineyards.
Yes, I'll also say this. They have lovely
They just have
vineyards. Some
something
people have
going
private
for it.
gardens.
Who doesn't like vineyard tours?
Apparently they're very nice.
Even if you don't drink wine, they're fun. Anyway, yeah. Was there anything else you wished to do while you have the opportunity at breakfast / Actually, this is more like brunch.
More like a brunch.
Penny comes
Ew.
along, asking if Elric, Hyacinth, and Corey would like a mimosa with their meal.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Unaware that Mogzio and Deafay are of age, she does not ask them right away.
That's valid.
It's very hard to tell the age of a Moogle upon looking.
It's fair.
DFA
Fair
still
point.
under the table, anyways.
What would that, Mogzio?
I said fair point.
Would Mogzio like a mimosa?
No, it's all right.
Okay. I don't think coffee and a mimosa would go well.
Probably.
do.
No, it does not.
It does to me.
It does.
I,
I can't do.
it
the
has
coffee
some
and the orange
mornings.
juice.
I'll just say that.
That's valid. I can't do coffee and then mimosa. I can do mimosa then coffee.
That's usually
it
what I
has to-
do.
I have to put something in between there because the orange juice and the acidity from
Yeah.
the coffee, my acid
Yeah, no,
reflux acts up.
I wouldn't drink them in time with each other. I would definitely do back to back, but I have done that.
The more you'll know about the players.
It was a bachelorette trip, okay?
Oh, that makes way more sense knowing the stories you've told me.
Somehow.
Yeah, no, you guys get your mimosas. And she asks you if you are all ready to ship out today. She had been told by the others that you were planning on leaving today with Captain Amelia. She lets you know that she knows her personally, and she is quite relieved that you'll be on a ship with a competent captain.
Glad to know you're confident.
Amelia grew up here. She was never one for the small town thing. So when she was able, she got a boat, got a crew, and made her life on the sea. She comes back, as you can tell, but it's never to stay. It's good to know that you're with someone I can trust.
Did you
That makes
know
me feel
anything
better.
about? Did you know anything about the Tiamat's captain?
No, they, not being from around here normally, most of the crew stuck on the ship and didn't come into town much.
Does that happen often that the crew doesn't leave the ship? I can't imagine you're on the ocean for so long and you don't want to come inland for like a day to spend money.
Certain crews are... They view us as backwater, so they don't wish to mingle, as they put it.
I hope the trees they made their ships out of come and get their comeuppance, if that's the case.
Most of their ships at one point may have been made from timber of this own island, and they probably wouldn't know it if it hit them in the ass.
Exactly. If you forsake the forest that built your ships, then bad things will happen. It's not good to not pay respect to the place that you got your lumber from.
Well, I appreciate your enthusiasm on the topic.
Will you let us know what ships come in while we've been gone? I mean, we can always ask the oh god, what's her name?
Which one?
The
Tiny,
master's assistant, Penny.
Oh, Sophie.
tiny girl.
Sophie. Yeah. Hyacinth says we can always ask Sophie, but I'd like your opinion too on it. Between the two of you, I think we can get a good judge of character of who the best ships are to work with.
I mean, if you would like, while you're gone, we can keep track of who comes and goes. If it's something we can do, yes. What exactly would you like us to keep track of?
Whoever is nice, who's not nice, and who comes to spend money.
Yeah, I think we could do that. Vulcus would do most of that because he would know those who come into the tavern. We can have people around town helping out. Yeah, that's something we could do.
Because if you, at least from my experience, if you have clients who come in and spend money, if you give them money outside of the business that you run, then they're more likely to spend more money with you.
That's fair.
And then if they don't, then you can tell people to rob them.
That completely derails her agreement with you. Just like the immediate. This took a turn I didn't expect.
From under the table, you can hear, that's actually true. I've heard that. And then nothing else.
And Hyacinth is pointing through the table to where the sound came from of Deafay. It's like, see? It's how business works, right?
That's like the main purpose of a thieves guild.
If that's the purpose of a thieves guild, it's a good thing we have Issa to start one.
Exactly.
My help. Issa's not good with the people thing, so I think I'm just going to help him with the people thing.
I think
it's probably a good idea.
I think Issa has a lot to unlearn before he'll be good at the people thing again.
We just need to help him establish some rapport.
That's a good way to put that.
Will you make sure he eats?
Oh,
he's here.
He has been doing very well with that. He has been here for every meal. From what Jonah and Focus say, he's actually very routine with when he shows up here.
That's good. I'm gonna miss you while I'm gone. And Jonah and Focus.
Oh, we'll miss you too, dear.
It's nice being missed by good people. The bad people should always miss when they try to hit you. But it's nice being missed in the heart way.
At this point, someone calls for Penny, and she's like, "Oh, I do have to go back to work. I will try to see you off before you leave, but if I don't, safe travels, and please come back alive. All of you."
I think we can manage that.
Definitely.
Also, she casts one. She casts one last look at Elric. I'm glad you also ate the food, like I said. Thank you. And then she looks to Mogzio. What was that, dear?
I said, why would you think otherwise?
Well, the world currently is troublesome. The seas are dangerous. And you seem to attract trouble, I've noticed.
Apparently we're just trouble's type.
Either way, as long as you come back safe, that'll make me and the others feel a lot better. We'll also make sure that the villa is completed before you get back, if possible. And with that, she hurries off to another customer leaving you to figure out what you're going to do until you guys leave. Which is in about, due to the eating and conversation, maybe like an hour or so.
I have no idea what to do for an hour.
Hyacinth is gonna go back upstairs and finish up the list of flower language terms that Issa should learn while they're gone.
Yes.
And
Homework.
before they leave, basically homework and research things. And two books that will be maybe a little bit hard to find for him being on the island, and they're basically just like general flower knowledge books.
Okay.
Like the most general one you could think of.
Yeah, like just the basic.
Yeah. And it would be a book that has pictures in it.
That'll be
and
helpful.
It would just be like, if you can find someone who has this, then look for this book. But because Hyacinth has one, but it's one that they've made over time.
Mhm.
Because Hyacinth does the book thief thing of painting over pages of a book that is not useful anymore and like gluing flowers to them.
Okay. Didn't know that.
And is not going to leave that on the island.
No, that's a very personal.
Everywhere.
A very personal item.
But is going to leave that at the tavern for Issa to find.
Okay.
Especially since he has a routine of coming here.
Yeah. If you want to, you could probably leave it with either Penny or Jonah, and they just give it to him.
So, and that's how they spend their hour.
Okay.
Besides packing a couple things and
Knickknacks.
braiding their hair, and they're going to offer to help Del and Corey braid their hair if they need it.
Del will definitely need that. While they've been wearing their hair up, they actually took it down for a bit, and they realized at a too late a moment they don't know how to rebraid it. At least not in a way that was, good for them. It was always off center.
Braiding circle.
Elric is also going to mention, believe it or not, I know how to braid hair. If anyone,
Do you really?
I have
Cute.
Have a little sister.
Oh.
Had to learn eventually.
Wait, have or had?
Had to learn to braid her hair or have.
No. The sister. Do you still have the sister?
Yes.
Or
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You basically see Hyacinth go through the 7 stages of grief, not knowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still have sister. Just
Okay.
Growing up, just helping taking care of her younger sister.
I have lots of siblings. I have lots of sisters, so I know the feeling.
Yeah.
This has become family sharing time, please.
So Hyacinth offers to teach Del how to properly braid his hair, and
Del
needs
accepts
the help.
Del explains the main complaint is whenever they do try, it always seems like it's either off center or will not stay in as long, and it'll start falling apart quickly. That's not at all me projecting my problems with my hair.
What does Deafay do during this hour?
Nobody sees or hears much of Deafay.
Oh no.
You might notice her staring longingly at all the hair braiding as she kind of runs her hands over her fur.
Aww.
But then she just kind of disappears. And if you're really looking for her, you might see her in the background moving around and stuff. But she's not doing anything to draw attention to herself. It seems more like she's just moving between different places with no rhyme or reason.
Somehow that's actually more adorable than not.
I've learned to not ask questions.
I'm picturing the little pom-pom just bouncing as she moves around. And I'm assuming Mogzio is going to maintain his work ethic.
Yes, he is.
Okay, just making sure. As you said, this takes about the hour. Once the hour passes and you realize what time it is, everyone will obviously be ready to go, all their stuff packed, and head down to the docks where everyone will wait to greet the captain of the Humming Mirage.
I'm gonna get confused and call it the hummingbird.
It is a fast ship.
It's gonna call it the boat.
The
The
boat.
boat.
Save myself the trouble.
I got a boat.
Lonely island plains in the distance.
Oh no.
While you're waiting, though, you notice that you were never told anything about the captain. All you know is that her name's Amelia.
And she's from
this town.
around here.
Yes, and she's from around here. So you don't know who you're looking for exactly. You guys walk up the gangplank onto the main deck, and you see the crew, busying themselves, getting the sails ready, securing the lines. Oh god, I'm using terminology. The what's it called? The senior staff is about discussing the plans to leave, making sure everything is where it should be, how it needs to be. But you see no hide or tail of the captain yet. Also, really quick, what's everyone's passive perception?
Oh,
That doesn't exist in Pathfinder, right?
Oh yes, just roll perception. God damn, I
Okay.
keep forgetting that it's not existent. God damn it.
I was like,
Oh
wait a
my
minute.
god, I don't have my dice out.
How do you not have your dice out?
Isn't it a roll anything?
I know, Mogzio doesn't have to roll, he just shows up.
Nice.
Perception.
Natural 1.
One.
Oh boy.
Jesus.
Wait. So
Transmuting
was that 2 1s, or are you just
I
laughing?
rolled a one.
Okay, so that's 2 1s.
Well, plus one is 2, but I rolled a 1.
Okay.
I got a 4.
Okay.
Oh no.
11.
Okay.
DFA save us.
No, none of you noticed what DFA's been doing.
Oh lord.
None of you at all noticed what DFA has done.
Nope.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's nothing bad. It was just DFA did a thing. None of you noticed, and holy shit, the fact that DFA beat all of you surprises me again.
Even
Sometimes
low.
I get unlucky.
Yeah, two of the rolls were really low, and I'm just like, huh, how'd that go?
So in Pathfinder, it's not just your perception plus 10.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. That's so strange. But okay.
Right? Oh god, that was actually kind of hilarious.
Yeah, I guess it's like a
Okay.
skill, so you roll it and then add the bonus.
Yep.
DFA needs a one shot of just like the
She
party
does.
being oblivious to all of this. But we actually get to know what's going on in the moment. I need this. And Dell needs the Home Alone one shot.
DFA's adventures.
It'd be like Ira's episode of In Bossing Say.
Yeah.
But it won't end in a
Yes.
sad. It won't end sadly, because I don't
No.
want that.
Please don't do that.
Please no. Please no leaves on the vine.
Anyway, you guys also, while you guys failed that one miraculously, that's 2 weeks in a row that DFA just like boom, no one's paying attention. Excellent. No, you guys also noticed a pitter patter of someone coming up the gangplank behind you, and a clearing of the throat in a very soft and high pitch tone.
Okay.
You all turn around and you see a palico dressed in a naval outfit. Well, a naval style outfit. Complete with the coat, the tri-point hat, and the the fancy gloves and boots.
How
Basically, Puss in Boots, but
how
with the whole
tall?
A palico is about like maybe half a foot to a foot shorter than a Moogle.
Oh no.
Jesus.
It's a tiny little sailor kit.
No.
Aw, the captain's got a pet.
Wait, did you actually say that out loud before I continue this?
I'm trying to decide if it's
God.
insulting to
Please.
crouch down.
Please say that out loud.
I say it out loud.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The Palico Ghost Speak stops at your words and goes, I'll have you know, I am the captain.
I run.
You
Bye, Mogzio. Nice knowing you.
I just run to the top of the crow's nest.
Deafay follows.
No, wait. Deafay has that insane jump. Can Deafay jump high enough to reach the crow's nest?
She'd have to do a couple of jumps to get it. and
Yeah.
the DM would allow it.
She would have to do it,
Darn.
I would say, because of her size, she would have to do at least 2 or 3 jumps. Only because she would have to, like, reach certain parts of the mast. First of all...
Get there eventually.
Yeah, first of all, Mogzio, you have to do an acrobatics to, like, scramble up the fucking thing.
It did not go well.
How well is
11.
not 11? You get about halfway in one burst, but at the halfway mark, you start missing parts of the ladder and start stumbling. You do make it up there, but not as smoothly as you wanted.
It's to be expected. It was not supposed to be graceful.
Yeah, no, like you got about
It's
halfway.
panic.
Halfway was graceful. The other half was oh, the panic set in. I don't know how to climb. Does Deafay want to jump after him?
She does.
Roll for a jump. Oh, actually, no. Roll with running start because you do have the running before jumping.
Heck yeah.
Your time has come.
Nat 20, that's a 30.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Wow.
Jesus.
So when
I'm
Mogzio
a
hits
jumper.
the halfway point, Deafay appears right next to him like, bitch, I'm faster. You have to do now just do a regular jump to get the rest of the way up.
Even my regular jump is the same as my running start one, but 23.
Yeah, the second jump, you literally boing up to the top of the crow's nest and land very gracefully inside.
As she lands, all of her fur puffs out.
I'm just picturing a cat that got out of a bath.
Yeah, she's not happy.
Oh no.
Why is Deafay not happy?
She doesn't like water, and she, up until this moment, had no idea she was supposed to be getting on a boat.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Mm,
Okay,
Oh no.
that makes perfect sense,
Or-
actually.
poor DFA. Oh.
The realization.
You're up there for about like half a minute before Mogzio scrambles over the side of it and lands plopping down sort of gracefully next to you, realizing that you got up here that quickly.
She scoots over just a little bit to make more room for him, but she's still all puffed out.
The visual of this is delightful. I knew a Moogle player was going to be the best thing ever.
Yeah.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Uh,
Immediately Dell looks to the party and says, I'm drops their voice lower. I'm gonna go and study the thing. If you guys need me, I'll, be studying. Starts like tapping their fingers together and disappears below deck. Leaving Hyacinth,
Bring you-
Corey, and Elric with the now very confused tiny captain.
I'll bring you
Um,
food when we eat
yeah.
next.
Corey's gonna kind of crouch down and
Okay.
be like, "Hi, I'm sorry if this is insulting."
Due to your height versus her height, she does not take as an offense.
Good.
She does.
Want to make sure I can hear her.
She is though gonna be like, I hope he's not always like that.
He's really not.
Okay. Because
He's usually relatively smooth, actually.
I'll make this as monosyllabic as possible. I don't care for attitude on my show.
I think
Cough,
I
cough,
think you'll be
treasure
fine.
planet, cough, cough.
Shut up! I told you I named her Amelia because I was trash. We all love Captain Amelia.
We do. We all simp.
She deserved way better than the dog. No, she's like, if you would like, I can introduce you to my senior staff. They can let you know what their positions are, their jobs, so that way if you need them, you'll know who to look for.
I mean, that
Sounds good to me.
perfectly reasonable to me.
Excellent. And she'll lead you guys up towards the part where the wheel for the steering of the ship is. I don't know the actual term, and I feel stupid for not. It is the. I think it's just considered like the. Either way, when you guys get up there, you guys see there are 8 other people gathered around waiting for the captain. There's a Ronso, a Varg, a Hume, 2 dwarves, a Vira, a Moogle, and a Burmesian. They all greet the captain respectfully and notice the 3 of you, and pretty much look very curiously at the 3 of you, noticing that the captain is a bit furrowed at the brow, though they don't ask what happened to cause the expression. I believe introductions are in order. Myself, Captain Amelia. This is my first mate, Inigo, pointing to the Ronso. My second mate, Alessander, the Varg. My bosun, Galter, who's the Hume. My chief and secondary engineers, Celia and Tibby, the dwarves. Our medical officer is Rehan, the Vira. Our cook, Aubrey, the Moogle. And our watch leader, Tilde, the Burmesian. I will put the names in chat so you guys can write them all down.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God. I was like,
I could not spell half that.
panic.
This is what you guys get for asking me every fucking time. What's the character's name?
Listen,
Listen.
I write them all down in
Oh, I know. But this time I had it all ready for you, and you guys were like, fuck.
You went real fast.
If I don't remember their names, I'm just going to be
Real
like, I'm
fast.
going to ask that
Real
person.
No, I was just like, nah, no. This time I got this. I'm fucking just like throwing it down.
I love the variety. I love all the names. I'm just my brain and my hand can't write that fast.
That sounds like a mood. But no, it is in the end character. It is in the end character log.
Hyacinth is very interested in this other Vera, but is also very like not stiff, but the ears have stopped moving and are pointed one way, as opposed to like the movements that they usually do.
Would you like to be perceptive about the Vera, or you just,
No, just like, okay, don't be rude. One member of the party has already been rude. Let's not be rude to the person who's in charge of the medical things.
It was a good rude, though.
Very funny
It was
rude.
hilarious. It was so funny.
That moment of, oh fuck, I've done fucked up.
Mogzio sneezes.
I love that trope. No, anyway, the party greets, the senior staff greet you all, and this is where you 3 can introduce yourselves.
Well, the 2 up there are Mogzio and Deafay. I'm Elric. And
I'm
let you
Corey.
Hyacinth.
As you mentioned, the 2 other Moogles, Aubrey, the cook, looks up and goes, I'm gonna guess they forgot they were going on the open water, Kupo.
We might not have told one of them enough that they remembered.
That's about right. Moogles don't really do
Like,
water, Kupo. Aubrey has a very,
and then-
stoner kind of vibe to them. Like, you would not be surprised if they said they were high on shrooms right now.
Oh my god, yes. We have one more to our party, Del. He's down below working on things.
Yes.
Galter, the human, hears and goes, are they all right? Or did they just go down because not social?
Oh no, Del's just very, what's the word I'm looking for? Likes the books. Studious.
Ah, I believe the colloquial term would be a geek.
I
Yeah,
think
sure.
Funded talking about their little Del like that.
He says it with a bit of affection, and he's like, Basilia and Tibby, major geeks. Either reading or fixing things. That's all they ever do. And you see the two dwarves like lean,
No.
do that like head tilt of, we're right here, asshole.
Friendship at its finest.
Yep.
The second mate extends his very large. I don't say very large. Vargs are like werewolves, so I guess you could say like very sizable hand to you all to shake. Oh no, wait, no. In the first mate's the Ronso, the second mate is the Varg. The two of them both greet you and properly introduce themselves. Inigo making a point to Elric saying, your accent from the Vale?
You'd be correct.
Ah, been there many times. What part do you hail from?
You're gonna give me a minute. I forgot to do.
You want to play? You gotta have shit.
Wait, where's the map? Where's the map?
This is how I feel when you do it to me.
The map.
From the Sacred Plains.
Ah, have family up there. Good
Mhm.
people, good people. Wasn't for them, the country would starve, I believe. All those farmers doing all the hard work that too many people take for granted.
Yeah, a lot of people do.
You excited to be heading back?
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while.
Another feeling. Haven't been home in 8 to 9 years.
Been maybe a year-ish for me.
Well,
It'll
we'll get you there as quickly as we can and make sure you get there safely. And imagine you're excited to see your family.
Yeah.
And with that, Inigo walks away. Alessander, though, like lingers a bit to study the three of you. And before he leaves, he gives a bit of a don't fuck around on the ship. I am very peculiar about how this ship works, and I want it to stay that way. Stay out of our way. We'll get you there as quickly as possible, and there won't be any problems. And he scoots off after Inigo. The medical officer, Rehan, extends their hand to you all and goes, "Oh, it's good to be sailing with another Vira. Haven't seen any of our kind in a while."
Kind don't really do the whole not staying in the forest thing.
No, they don't. I've been out here for about, I think a century now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
wasn't a
been
fan.
everywhere then.
You'd be surprised. I really haven't.
Whole ship thing, right?
Yes. Plus, being a medic, I kind of stay on board.
Do
How
you?
long have you been out and about?
Not quite as long.
Mm.
Not quite a decade yet.
Ah, so you're still young.
Very young.
Well, age suits
For
you
your terms, anyways.
in Vienna terms.
Sweet.
Oh,
So sweet.
also, force of habit. Your name, Hyacinth. I don't wish to
Mhm.
be incorrect. Were you with the which tribe were you with? I don't want to get the wrong presumptions.
I'd rather not say right now, but I'll tell you that soon.
Fair enough.
There was a
For,
little
for what it's worth,
conflict with them.
conflict is common for those of us that leave. Just
Well,
a request. I am they, them, so just don't want to make it confusing for you.
we have so much in common.
Rayhan
I'm
tilts their
also
head very confused in a like, wait, what happened?
Hyacinth switch completely to Viren at this point,
Mhm.
and basically says that explains that they are a courtesan and will present as female because that is what most clients are comfortable with, unless they're their favorite kind of client who doesn't mind. But also goes by they them. But if someone refers to them as a woman or female, anything like that, it's not offensive to them. But kind of explains it in the same way of, you know how life is in the forest, living that life, but in the cities and traveling about, it's sometimes easier to blend in with the way people expect.
Rayhan nods total agreement. That's back in Viren. A bit broken because how long they've been gone. You can tell they haven't spoken it in a long time. That they left for the reasons of their presentation, and they admit there are days that they wonder if it'll ever change enough for them to go back and see any of their family.
Hyacinth nods, and the ears droop a little bit because they feel they basically said it's like, I feel the exact same way. I wish I could go back. I miss my sisters. I miss the village itself, but it's so tiring pretending to be who they want you to be when you just don't fit as much. And briefly explains that unlike other Vera who presented as female, they were like, they miss those few years they got not having to be that before they hit puberty.
Yeah.
It's like, did your tribe do that as well? Where you were just you for those years and you weren't the next hunter, the next whatever they wanted you to be. I was supposed to be a hunter and I'm just not a fan of that.
Obviously,
Like, yes,
it
kill
was
the
a
thing
long
before you
time
eat
ago.
it, but
It was a long time ago. I was meant to be many things others placed on me. I didn't like any of them. When I left, was not on the best of terms. I met Amelia when I got to the city. She was extremely kind and welcomed me aboard without question, regardless of everything. I've been with her for as long as I can remember. She's made me feel the most at home, more than our own people.
I envy that in every way.
As long as you're with us, you'll feel as at home as we can make you.
Do you feel this might be a little strange, but you might understand it. Being someone who's on the sea but also knew of the forest at one point. Does the ship talk to you the ways that the trees might?
The ship, no. But there are parts of the ocean where the reefs, the kelp forests, there are plants still in the ocean, no different than the forests. It's just a matter of knowing how they talk.
My brother used to call the ocean the watery forest. as adorable as that was.
Your brother sounds
So I think
delightful.
last time I saw him, he was. It's been some time. He might not be anymore. But I hope he is.
The version you carry will always be delightful. And may you carry them long after, regardless of anything that changes.
I won't keep you. I'm sure that they keep you busy, being the medic and all.
Yes. I do need I need to secure my supplies. If you need me, I am below deck. Anything at all medical related, I have available, including a medication for anyone who gets seasick. And let the two furry ones know if they need anything, where to find me. Hopefully they'll be all right.
Yeah, will do.
Aubrey, the stoner Moogle,
Hmm.
kind of looks at you all. You guys got like any dietary restrictions, Kupo? Like allergies or
Sorry,
preferences?
it's really funny.
For the record, as he
Oh.
talks, the little pom pom on his head like kind of waves side to side.
God, that's funny. I'll eat anything, honestly, as long as there's a lot of it.
Really noted.
One of the Moogles, DFA, really likes sweets, so maybe keep an eye on any sweets you might have stored away.
Elric chimes in. Yes, definitely sweets, please.
Just right. Do you guys like fish? I mean, we're on the water, so that's going to be a frequent.
Nothing.
Like I
against,
said,
I'm still alive.
nothing against fish. No.
Okay.
I like it. Just make sure there's a lot of it,
Cool.
because I eat a lot.
Cool, Bo. Like he just kind of like bounces off into the belly of the ship and just. As he moves, you kind of wonder if he's gliding or if he's actually walking because his wings kind of flutter, but very slowly.
I am
Strangest
losing it
Moogle.
over the cool Kukupo.
That is
And you two travel with Deafay and
amazing.
Mogzio, and that was probably the weirdest one you've seen so far. This is the fourth Moogle you've encountered.
Mm,
I like this Moogle.
yeah.
The watch leader, Tilde. The Burmesian, for those who don't know, are like rat people. Not like the sketchy like Roegadyn from Great Mouse Detective, but the actual like more pleasant rat people. They come over and they make a point to be. Our watch schedule is pretty standard. Three watches at night, 4 watches during the day. My staff are pretty stringent about making sure everyone's where they need to be, so we would request that you don't go snooping around where you don't need to while you're on. For the most part, the main deck, where you will be staying below, and a few other areas are for everyone. But there are parts of the ship that are off limits, and we will let you know if you go near them. Understood?
Understood.
Sure.
Okay. Also, it's just a formality. Is there anything we need to know about you while we go? Like pursuit, anything that will put anyone else in danger while you're here?
Not that
Not that I know of.
Nothing that I know of.
Who had the note from Gale? Did we say who took that?
Corey has it.
Yeah, I got it.
That being said,
We
I
have
actually
someone-
forgot to type it up, so I'll send it to you tomorrow.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's fine.
Do we give you the payment from our contractor so then you all get paid?
Oh, don't worry. Sophie filled me in on, well, filled Captain in, and we will discuss it with your employer when you find them. Not to worry.
Lovely. He's
That being said, let it be known if anything happens while you're on the ship, for example, that you break something of value, that's your employer will not be responsible for. That'll be on you.
Elric looks up at DFA and goes, oh, no.
Suddenly, the entire ship catches on fire.
Oh God. We know. We wouldn't want to trouble you all like that.
Much appreciated. My hours, like personally, are he's generally the second shift at night and the first and third shift during the day for watch. So if you need him, those are the times of the day you can. Also, everyone roll a perception really quick again.
Oh God.
Please don't steer me wrong this time.
That is a dirty 20.
Same.
Same.
11.
Do we have 3 dirty 20s?
You
I got
did.
19 plus 1, yeah.
Sweet.
The three of you notice that you feel, because you guys are talking and later just standing around. You notice that there's something in your pockets, and
Uh,
DF, if you want to share it into the where you normally shove your delightful contributions to the game, so everyone can get a sight of what you did. Because all of you passed the check.
Oh,
Oh,
it's precious.
oh my god.
None of you noticed DFA shoving those into your pockets earlier.
My
that was
heart.
the first perception roll.
Oh, it's
For the
adorable.
audience, DFA had crayon drawn each of the party in different colors, and it's very not rudimentary, but it's very like that's what I
It's the
describe it.
cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Something you would see out of like
Mhm.
Stitch in Lilo drawings,
Yeah.
and it is very wholesome. And I think I would say it gives DFA inspiration.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
If anything ever happens to DFA, I will kill everyone on the ship and then myself.
Corey will sink the ship and
I appreciate the Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference.
So cute. Oh my god.
This game goes from like borderline murder hobos to the like serotonin thing that everyone needs. There is no in between.
Hyacinth pulls the drawing out of their pocket, is very confused that DFA got around the skirt that they wear to cover the pants with the pockets,
To be fair,
but
DFA is
doesn't
very
question
small.
it.
I have
Yeah,
many
and-
pockets.
Yeah. So Hyacinth is a little concerned about that, but is so overwhelmed by the cute that they do not care.
I feel like it's probably sticking like half out of the pocket, like she's like close enough.
I
So
mean,
it's just like
Hyacinth
go ahead.
has leg pockets, so I imagine that's probably where it ended up.
That's probably
one of
all
the,
she
like,
can reach.
With how
thigh
the
pockets.
rolls were, I would say that the better the roll on DFA's position, they found a perfect pocket for it. The closer it was, like for example, the lower rolls, it was more of like, sure, this works.
So cute.
And if you
I'm
flip the
so
paper
happy.
over, you can see that she was literally ripping pages out of her book and drawing on them.
That's
So like one
Adorable.
might have words on it, one might have a picture on the back. None of it makes sense though.
that's fine. This is fine.
I'm just curious because Mogzio's up there in the crow's nest with DFA. How does Mogzio react to seeing this drawing in his pocket?
Probably just like give her a quick look and be like, "Did everyone get one of these?"
She just makes like a gagging noise, like she's gonna upchuck right then and there. And she's gonna go, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look.
Oh no.
Is she all poofed out and stuff still?
Yeah, and her little poof on top of her head is like ramrod straight. Like there's
DFA.
She's not liking this.
For the record, you guys have not left port yet, so that makes it even better.
This is like me the one time I went on a boat.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
Kind of like cocks an eyebrow and scoots over one more rung away from.
Just
And
out of
then just kind of, like,
curiosity,
involuntarily poofs up himself.
is DFA feeling seasick?
It's
Or-
hard to say if she's seasick, if it's anxiety, or what.
If that's the case, just do a basic con check. Because you're like making the noise and all that. And obviously not feeling good.
19.
After a minute or so of like regulating your breath and everything, you're able to like push that feeling down. The poof has not gone away, neither has the pom. But you're able to settle the stress and or seasick stomach problem enough to be like, okay, I'm not gonna die.
I like to imagine that as she was trying to get over it, she was doing that thing that cats do when they have a hairball, and she's just like on all fours making that wheezing sound.
I'll allow it. And I do not request that you make it for us.
I'm not going to.
That's what I'm saying. I don't request it. We all can imagine it.
It's bad enough when I have to hear it, let alone try and recreate it. Speedy
Oh.
likes to do that.
Oh, this episode is the gift that keeps on giving, I swear to God. We haven't even left port yet.
Every cat owner just shudders knowing that
Mhm.
they were about to rush their cat to the vet upon hearing that noise for the first time.
Ichigo, both Lokis, and both of Speeder and Percival, like, why are you guys talking about us? What the fuck?
He
The
sure
co-
knows what she did.
Even Icarus with Booker is like, they're not even here, and Booker's just like, Father, why are we being talked about? Anyway, no, Amelia returns and lets you three know that they're about to leave. So if you guys would mind scooting away to the main deck so that they can have the helm, and if you are needed or if you need anything, it'll be discussed later once they've reached the open ocean.
That's totally fair.
Fair
Also,
enough.
I also forgot. Whenever Amelia arrives, it's always by like cartwheels and flips. This cat
Okay.
This cat has no chill, and has to make an entrance always.
So,
I love her.
Does Amelia look like Biggs and Wedge, or are they different kinds of Palicos?
Different type of cat palico. Amelia is a what are those soot gray Russian cats called?
The Russian
Russian
Blues?
blue.
Thank you. Yeah, Amelia is one of those.
Oh my gosh. they're so cute.
Also, as she's steering, due to her size, she's able to like stand on the wheel, and one hand is able to like lean the wheel with her weight instead of like standing in front of it.
That's adorable.
I
So
feel-
badass.
One says badass, one says adorable. Two things can
By the way,
exist at the same time.
it was my brain finished the search. It's the helm.
Thank you. It is the helm. I thought it was, but I'm like, if it's not, I'm going to piss off every person who has a boat. Anyway, yes, the helm. And with
I'm
that,
definitely not a boat person.
neither am I.
Oh.
With that, though, as the ship leaves port, this is where we will take a break, so that everyone can get up and stretch
Yes.
and do whatever break time activities they need to do. Audience, I advise you get up, get a drink, get a snack, take meds if you got them, smoke them if you got them. I don't know. Whatever you do on break time. We'll be back in just a bit, though.
If you don't, Penny will know.
Oh, she'll know.
She knows everything.
How many E's?
Engineer.
Engineer.
Oh, I mean, at least it's not the I's, S's, and P's from Mississippi.
Oh god.
Oh god.
So many.
Anyway, welcome
Am
back
I
to
quicker letter, I.
welcome back to the audience. Hopefully you guys took a good break. We are back, and the party has finally left the port, and the ship is out at sea. It's going to take them about a week to reach the mainland. Goddamn sails, no engines, no tech. Did Biggs and Wedge and Sid show up yet? Biggs and Wedge did. Sid has not yet. Do not worry though, it is a Final Fantasy. We will get a Sid. And when it happens, I guarantee everyone's gonna be like, oh, we know where you ripped off this personality. He has been planned out. Biggs and Wedge are constructing the party's home back on the island. They are Palico cats, just like the captain of this boat. and they are adorable. I think they appeared in episode 5? Dylan said confirmed. Oh,
They appeared here when I was not here.
so 2
So
weeks
yeah,
ago?
episode 5.
Yeah. I kind of want to wait. Is Sid ever a villain in Final Fantasy?
I don't recall.
Oh god, I muted myself. 13.
13 he is.
Oh, that explains why I wouldn't.
Oh
know.
no, he was also 1 in 12. Okay, so we've had 2 villain Sids. Okay. I thought he was in 12
I
as a
think
villain.
I think I just met him in 12.
He's a
I
fucking
think.
weirdo in 12. Anyway.
Is he the old man?
Yeah, he's Balthier's dad.
Yo, maybe I haven't met Sid. I thought I met
Weird.
Sid.
Yeah, he's Ferris's
Anyways.
father. Yes. So you guys have left port. The ship will take about a week to get there, so you guys have all this time in the middle of the ocean to enjoy company of each other as well as the crew of the ship. For the sake of brevity, we'll say the first 2 days go without a hitch. And this is the 3rd day on the journey. Just out of curiosity, has Deafay and Mogzio retained the crow's nest for the entirety of this trip? Or if they came down at some point?
Nope, she's still up there.
Yep.
God.
Fair enough. Just so you two know, every now and then some of the crew would go up there as well because it is their position and job. They would need to go up there. They don't care that you're there. They just ask that you don't get in the way.
As far as I'm concerned, we're like fastened in place, or at least Mogzio is, so that he can comfortably work on his cards and not have to worry about like a sudden wave tipping him over.
We'll say that
Yeah.
you were able to finish the work by the 2nd day.
That's fine.
I'm also picturing, even though they don't exist, Mogzio reaching into his coat and pulling out a air-driven compact drill and just bolting himself to the fucking crow's nest. They'll be like, what the hell's that? Don't worry about it.
How are they eating? Who's bringing them food?
Question, how are they eating? Do they have rations, or are they just, like, living on pure spite?
Deafay is eating her rations.
Okay.
She's not coming down for anything.
I also have rations.
Okay. There's the answer to the age-old question, how does a Moogle survive in a crow's nest? But
Trail
yes,
mix.
yeah. I mean, technically that's what a ration would be, so yeah, trail mix. Again, 3rd day of the journey. You guys are all on deck. The 3 of you know that the Moogles are up above, refusing to come down. Dell is down below, studying studiously. Apparently they've gained quite a bit of notes on their task, mostly theories on the markings and all that, but they'll explain it more to you when not surrounded by the ship's crew. Hyacinth, you, Dell, and Corey are just hanging out on the main deck when the 3 of you find a dead albatross on the deck.
Like the
This
fish?
feels like a bad omen.
The bird, I assume.
The bird, yes, it is the
The
bird.
bird? Oh
Yeah.
no.
The bird is the word in this case. And for those who don't know, a dead albatross among sailors is an extremely bad omen.
That's all.
The sailors and the captain, they're not entirely superstitious, but they are enough to be like, we're going to stop for the day and make sure nothing happens. Because at best, they just stop, nothing happens, we move on. Something happens, they're not going to go towards whatever bad thing is ahead of them. Do you 3 wish to, like, take any note of the albatross, or are you just going to be like, nope, that's a dead bird, not touching that shit?
Well, does
Corey's gonna say, "Isn't that a bad omen?"
well, yeah. Like, would we know that though?
Hyacinth sees the bird, waits to make sure that it's dead. Like, not really, doesn't do anything with it. They just kind of look at it, bend down a little bit, but they're at least like a good 2 feet away from this bird.
Okay. Also,
and very suspicious of it.
yes. Corey, to answer you, Alessander says that for those on the water, the dead albatross is usually a bad omen, yes.
Thought so.
Generally speaking, making the albatross a symbol of burden and regret for many. If you see one die on your ship or anything like that, it usually means bad fortune is coming for those that either caused its death or didn't prevent it. Some sailors believe that if you find one, you must make a sacrifice to appease the spirits. Others believe just don't fuck around to be sure. But overall, it's viewed as a that can't be good moment. What about you, Elric?
Awesome.
But no, Elric, what were you going to do with the bird?
Oh, I wasn't gonna do anything with the bird.
Oh, you weren't going to do anything?
I'm not gonna touch the bird.
Nobody touches the bird? Okay.
Nope.
I'm gonna sense of that vibe and be like, nope.
Hyacinth is gonna go find Rihan and ask like what the proper thing to do with the bird is, because they don't usually you find a dead thing, you return it to the forest, but they're on a ship, there's rules here. You gotta go. They're just gonna go ask the one person they think might know.
Yeah, they wait, who said you're gonna go ask? Rihan?
Rihan.
Okay. Rihan goes, oh, that can't be good. I'll explain why the ship has ceased. No. Usually the captain will wait about half a day or a day to make sure nothing is in the area to make a problem. She'll also
Do we cover it?
Actually, more than likely by now, Alessander or Galter would have properly disposed of it in a way that would be respectful.
Okay, good. I didn't want to touch it. Usually, you find a bird that has nice feathers, and you would take a feather and then take it to a forest and then leave it there for a bit and let it rest in peace. But things are different here in the watery forest, and it's very unnerving. Ugh.
Yes, my first time, I may have done a few faux pas myself. The captain was very forgiving, but it took me many months to get used to what the traditions are on the ocean. Also, behind you, you can hear Aubrey walking by where Rayhan's medical office is and going, stupid tradition, we could have had dinner.
No, how are you so calm versus the other two Moogles? Is there something you do that they can do so they're not just stuck up there?
He looks kind of like up one hallway, down the other. He like motions his paw to like have you get closer to him.
Hyacinth squats to be eye level.
Got these mushrooms. He's slowly blinking as he's talking to you.
Would you recommend that for them?
Kind of strong. Like one of these popped lasts me usually a couple days.
Is Elric nearby this?
Did you wish to go with Hyacinth to go learn information, or did you stay up on deck?
I wanted to talk to the cook. Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah, then you're probably down there, so you
Okay.
you could be within earshot.
All right.
So if I were to give you some gil for one mushroom and split it between the two of them, do you think they might be all right for the remainder of this journey?
I don't know, man. Some take to it well, others shouldn't do it. Gave one to Tibby once. She nearly killed Basilia over Ton.
Hyacinth remembers Deafay's protective attitude towards the pastries in the tavern. Maybe on the return trip. We'll give it a try.
Picturing Deafay's gonna murder Moogle over fucking food.
All right. Well, then Elric's gonna ask, What do Moogles typically like to eat? That's like easily brought like in a satchel or a bag or something.
And yeah, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We kind of like nuts, berries. We're not that picky. Kind of simple like that.
All right, well, is there anything on board that uh we can get together? I'll just climb up and bring it to them so they're not eating their rat. Like I assume they only have their rations or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. Meet me down in the kitchen. I'll have something.
All right, sounds good.
I can give them some fresh bread, maybe some soup. You got any food on you?
You're the cook.
I'm the cook. Dude, sweet. Just kind of just walks off like.
Oh no.
That's hilarious.
Arson's gonna go find Corey again.
I'm with y'all, just watching
Oh,
this
I
bad
thought you
play.
stayed up. You stayed on deck. Okay, that works.
I'm just watching. Because it's funny.
Guess I'm just waiting for the cook's care package.
That's totally fine. Yeah. Why were you gonna go find Corey?
Oh, Hyacinth is gonna stand back up, like start moving their shoulders back and forth, and looks up to Corey and says, "Do you feel like fighting me for a little bit?"
Sure. Where can we do that on a boat?
I was gonna ask and see if maybe they had an open space that they wouldn't mind if we rolled around a bit.
I assume the most open. Well, am I nearby?
What?
I mean, if you're with us still.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the. You're back on the up top.
No, Hyacinth just turned to Corey. If Corey was
Oh,
with
okay. Then yeah, I am there.
the other two,
Okay, then yeah, I'm
and is
still.
asking this. This is just a general question they're asking.
You know, Elric will say, I assume the deck up top is the most open space.
Well, if they're using that for something, if we're stopping for the day, we should be able to get our feet about us, and it's a good way to fix boredom. It's what we used to do, my siblings.
I will say,
I'm all for it.
sparring match is definitely a good way to release some stress.
I don't like when bad omens go and do things, and then I'm just left standing here. It makes me bounce in a bad way.
It's
I
good to
can
keep.
kind of see that.
And you notice that Hyacinth is like on the tips of their toes, like bouncing, and they're a little bit taller because they don't usually stand like this, and they're just bouncing very lightly.
So like restless
And it's
leg
all-
syndrome?
Yes,
Okay.
but with a Vera,
So thumper basically.
kind of, yes.
Restless thumper
That's
syndrome.
cute.
During all this, the cook returns with with two wrapped little essentially to go boxes.
Mhm.
And he like lifts them up towards you and goes, "So, got some bread, some oats, some berries and nuts. Was able to throw a bit of some greens in there. I don't know if they're into the vegetarian thing. There's a tiny little container of soup too, freshly made. Who are you?
I asked you for the. You know what? Thank you.
No problem. And just like shuffles back to the kitchen.
I love this Moogle.
Square Enix, make a stoner Moogle. You can pay me in cookies. I will take sweets as a payment.
Right.
Well, while you feed the Moogles,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I guess we can go find Amelia and ask where we can fight.
Throw down.
Friendly sparring match, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Amelia is at the helm with Inigo and Basilia currently. They are discussing the situation and making a point that Basilia does not like the idea of staying behind. Well, staying in one place, being like waves can turn, storm can arrive, and if that's the case, they're just sitting still. Not a good thing. Inigo, though, says the albatross is an omen, or for worse. If things change, they can move, but for now, it'd be wise to stay put. Amelia, though, is just sitting there looking at them both like, God, why are they talking around? Why can't they do this anywhere but here? When you two arrive, she notices you and goes, "Can I help you?"
Maybe. Is there somewhere on board the ship that me and Hyacinth can like spar for fun?
Both of her ears do that cat twitch of like the quick flick twitch at the idea of a friendly competition of sorts. And a bit of a knowing grin appears. Indigo, clear the main deck. Our passengers want to exercise a bit. I think it'd be good for the men if we, indulge them.
That was easy.
Yeah.
When you would like to join whenever you're done discussing the dead bird situation.
I was about to say that.
Dead bird situation.
Amelia is like,
Can we just say that we said that at the same time?
Yes.
you can definitely have that said that in simultaneousness. Amelia's like, I appreciate the offer, but I must stay at the helm. You can take these two though, and she actually pushes Inigo and Basilia towards you, like, get them away from me now.
Sure.
Inigo looks very disheveled by the suggestion as well as the physical pushing, going, Captain, we are not done the conversation. Celia, though, elbows him in the rib, going, the captain's spoken. Let's go. Let's show these land lovers how we throw down.
Actually, I'm a forest lover. If you want to be specific about it.
I just like to fight.
Basilia looks right at Corey like, I like you all. And for those who have watched Game of Thrones, imagine the ginger wildling staring at Brienne. Just with that, like, respect and awe, like, you could step on me and I'd be like, I deserve it. But respectfully.
Corey gets that a lot.
Where's the tall woman?
It's always the tall woman. Dwarfs like strong women.
Yeah.
And in Corey's case,
Mm-hmm.
Corey's gonna get a fan club.
Oh god.
this whole crew's gonna want to like start a fan club for Corey. Inigo does go down with you to start moving crates out of the way, pushing them below deck, opening up the main deck to be more spacious and everything, gathering the rest of the crew, and saying for those who wish to participate, they'll all draw lots of who fates who. The rules will be hand-to-hand combat, nothing lethal, just friendly competition. While this is going on, Elric, you're bringing the food up to the Moogles who are... Yeah. How is this going to go?
Well, I'm just going to climb up there with the care package and offer them something so that they can have something other than whatever they've been eating up here.
Okay. How do the two of them respond to you?
Probably just be like, how's everything down below? And I just kind of like slowly turn, like shaking and all poofy and stuff like that.
Well, apparently there's a bad omen on the ship, so we're just kind of not doing anything at the moment. And for your entertainment for your meal, there's going to be a nice duel down on the deck.
Bad omen, you say?
Yeah, an albatross found dead on the deck. I don't know if it's superstition or what, but everyone's a little on edge.
Moxie just kind of like turns back and stares out at sea, and he goes, "I don't know what any of that means."
Well, I'm not so sure either. But you two can, enjoy this little meal that the cook got for you, and yeah, you can look over and see what the heck's going on the deck.
All right, just kind of like grab his bundle and just kind of hug it to him.
Oh,
Oh man, this poor
oh man.
Moogle.
These poor Moogles.
I guess with that oracle, climb back down.
The poor little furballs. Just to make sure, did DFA have any
Oh yeah.
contributions?
Absolutely not.
Didn't think so. We just wanted to make sure that you weren't like, deep in thought on how you're going to deliver something. Has her pom pom returned, or is it still like?
Nope. It's
Okay.
even as the rest of her has loosened up a little bit because she's trying to flatten herself as much as she can.
Mhm.
Her wings are like wrapped around her like a little jacket, and her pom pom is just completely straight.
Oh. I don't mean to laugh, but it's just like, oh, this poor Moogle.
The saddest little Moogle.
And she's like clutching her spear like a teddy bear.
That's a mood. When in doubt, cling to the stabby. All right, so down below, the deck has been cleared. What we're gonna do for this is, because I'm not gonna actually just make you guys do actual combat, because that would be drawn out as fuck. I'll give you a person who you fight. You'll do dice rolls against the other person. Whoever has the highest one does the most, win versus loss thing. DFA, Hyacinth, do you really care which of you goes first?
Do you mean Corey?
Wait, what?
Do you
You
mean
said
Corey and
DFA.
Hyacinth?
Oh,
You
sorry,
said
it's DFA.
DFA.
Yeah, DFA, you want to like risk your entire sanity and start throwing down with the fucking crew? No, Hyacinth and Corey, do you care which one of you goes first? For
I
being
was
like,
gonna offer that Corey goes first if Corey's restless. Hyacinth's just like
okay,
bouncing still.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
okay. Corey, you are fighting with.
Somebody tiny.
No, you're gonna be fighting the first rate Inigo, the Ronso.
They're big, right?
Yeah, they're about the same height as you.
Cool. I'm not gonna feel bad.
Also, they are like anthropomorphic lions with a unicorn horn.
That's a little weird, but I'm sure Core's used to it.
It's fine. So yeah, the entire point would be just roll d20 3 times, best of 3 kind of situation. Your roll against theirs each round determine who gets like what hits and who wins the fight.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, no strength modifiers. It's just the flat roll. It's unarmed and it's not trying to be lethal. So you just like who actually gets hits, who dodges, and all that. So you roll your first d20. What'd you get?
I got a 17.
Ooh, Inigo beat you with the first one. You're not used to fighting on the waves.
That's probably it.
So you go to swing and Inigo, like, again, not aggressively as you would think, catches your hand and just pushes you aside and swings back, clocking you in like the upper collarbone as you get pushed to the side. Now for the second roll.
Okay. Corey's gonna kind of shake it off and look at him with crazy person eyes and go, "Oh yeah." And that is a nat 20.
All right. That first hit got you used to the idea of fighting the water. You're like, okay, you plant your feet better. Because he got the swing in on you, he goes just himself coming in for another, like a haymaker to follow up. You throw both your hands up to block it, slide the hand closest to him up to hit him in like the like right below the neck and above the rib, and then you palm strike him in the chin, pushing him back a bit.
Awesome.
And now for the final one, this will be the who actually gets the final hit in. So right now you're about evenly matched.
That is a 18.
Oh shit! The hit to the chin was a bit more dazing than you thought. Well, than he thought. So as you come in and just wallop with a full haymaker, you send him stumbling back out of what has been situated as the ring, and he like gets caught by the crew, and he's just like, okay, no more. I give. You win. And he he grabs the bridge of his nose where you hit him, and you can tell he's pinching to make sure it's not bleeding. He's like, good fight. Oh God, haven't been hit that hard in a while.
Yeah, me neither. That was great.
The crowd, the crew is rowdy as hell at this. They have not seen someone get that into it, let alone throw down with the first mate and humiliate him in a way. So they are loving this.
Corey likes to fight.
Rayhan
Beast of fury.
Rayon comes up to hear the commotion, sees everything going on. All you can hear is a muttering of, "Oh boy, get my kit." Returns downstairs to get all their bandages and all that because they're like, "This is not going to end without someone breaking something." But you have won your first bout.
Yeah.
Elric or Hyacinth, do you wish to participate, or are you gonna let Corey keep going?
Elric,
I'm fine with letting Corey keep going.
If you want to get in on it, Elric, go ahead. That's cool.
Elric does have experience pit fighting.
All right, so Elric, you're up. So
Could I make an argument for like maybe one of the attacks having advantage with the experience of pit fighting, or not?
No, this is just flat rolls. It's literally just
flat roll.
Yeah, it's always just flat rolls.
That's fair enough.
Now we need a pit fighting episode.
That'll be Corey and Elric's day away from everyone else.
the door kicker.
Yeah. Okay, so Elric, your competition is one of the deckhands.
Mm-hmm.
It is a let's see what it is. A Gareth.
What's a Gareth?
It's the same dude as Garrick, the port dude.
Ah, okay.
He walks up, rolls up his sleeves, and goes, "I'll try not to break you."
Elric's gonna give a nice little smirk.
Yep. Same rules as with Corey. Just rolling flat d20s 3 times each. Whoever wins gets the,
Lucky middle die. Don't steer me wrong here. 18.
Ooh. He's just about finishing up, as I said, rolling his sleeves and saying that. You do not waste a second. You just rush in and uppercut him. And you hit him right below the chin and just as you hit him and he stumbles back, you have a chance to give him a quick quip of your own if you want, because he did not see that coming and he was not prepared at all for you to strike.
I'll try not to break you.
You see him quickly.
Sexy.
He adjusts his beak, going, right. All right. I won't hold back then.
Ooh.
Second roll.
Second roll. 16.
Ooh. You got a little too confident with your first hit.
Damn it.
And he is bigger than you, so you go to swing, and he just steps back, grabs your arm with both hands, pulls you in and knees you in the stomach.
Oh,
Oh,
And as you get close to him, he leans down and goes, "Lucky shots don't win fights. It's about finesse, not strength," before he pushes you back again.
hmm
And this swing over the third one for the, deciding factor.
okay.
I'd like to
19.
mention really quick
Yes?
that while this is going on, you can finally see Deafay peeking her head over the edge and watching. It's like just her eyes and her pom pom.
That is adorable.
That's cute.
Is she scarfing down the food from her care package?
She hasn't touched it or acknowledged it.
Okay, fair enough. Making sure. Is she enjoying the fights below at least?
Hard to say, but her ears are twitching and she seems almost antsy, like she wants to be down there,
Mm-hmm.
but she's not going to.
Okay. And Elric, your final roll?
That was a 19.
19? Okay. You're still like hunched over and he's still like, ready to go. Because of how you're hunched, you are perfectly positioned to like shift your shoulder to use as like a barreling charge. And you slam right into him. He tries to stop you with his own strength, but you actually slip right under his hands and you're able to check him.
Yes.
And as you check him, rush him all the way to the you know how on boats how the helm is raised above the main deck?
Yeah.
You slam him right into the wall.
Ooh.
And just as you back away and he just like gasps for breath, coughing because you hit his solar plexus, goes trying to gasp for air because he did not expect you to just full on hockey check him. So just so you guys know, party wise, 2 wins for you, none for the crew.
Nice.
Again, the crowd is loving this, going, holy shit, these guys can fucking go. They're not squeaky clean little, weak passengers. They are
Is it-
loving this.
Is that can like kneeling on the floor or anything like that?
Oh yeah, no, he drops to his knee and goes, yield. Oh,
I'm gonna like, reach my hand out and, help him back up and say, I appreciate the lesson.
claps your hand and goes, I think I learned more than you did today. Who taught you how to fight like that?
Oh, a lot of people.
It shows. Oh, again, he's trying to like regain breathing and everything, so his voice is rough and like almost husky. But he's like, no, I have to watch you. Hopefully, I stay on the same side as you next time there's a fight. And he's still rubbing his chest as he walks away. Hyacinth, did you want to take a round, or are you just gonna let Corey jump in again?
Hyacinth.
no, Hyacinth is bouncing. Hyacinth is ready.
All
Go
right.
for it.
Let's get a clean sweep. Let's go.
Get him.
8. So it would be. Oh Jesus.
Oh no.
Hyacinth, your opponent. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Is Basilia, the dwarf.
Oh god.
Mind you, they're about half your size, height wise. Basilia is a woman dwarf, and canonically speaking, like all dwarves, full beard. It is a wild fire copper like color. She takes off the helmet she wears, places it down, throws off her armor, and just starts like adjusting her whole body to be lighter and everything. Starts bouncing back and forth on her like the balls of her feet. Fists up, ready to go. Like, all right, bring it, bouncy one.
That's adorable.
Is Hyacinth ready for the rolls?
Yeah, 18 is my first one.
18. All right.
Hyacinth doesn't respond to anything. Like, they are just bouncing. They're
All right. You get the first hit. Because they're bouncing and you have more experience in the bouncing variety, you're able to move a lot faster. Zigzagging to close a distance, getting behind them, and flipping them onto their back. And as they slam hard down, you hear them like gasp, as in like, holy shit, how did you move that quick? The whole crowd erupts into a holy shit, that rabbit can move. And at the corner of your eye, you do notice Rayhan have a moment of like, serves him right. Don't talk shit to the rabbits. There's a bit of like, Vera pride expressed. While they may not like the fights, they can't help but enjoy that moment. Second roll.
14.
Ooh. So Cecilia's getting up. You got a little too into that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't fully get up. They only get up enough to sweep your leg and bring you down to the floor with them. And as you land, she gets in your face and goes, if I'm going to be down here, you might as well join me.
Usually that costs extra, but okay.
Her response is, I doubt you could afford me. Amelia Bailey can.
Sassy
I like your
creatures.
style.
Final roll.
Not 20.
Yes.
So you want to hear the funny thing?
What?
She rolled a nat one. She rolled a nat 1.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna actually ask, how would you want to humiliate Basilia?
Whenever Hyacinth went down, because of the leg sweep, where was Basilia?
Originally you guys were standing like you would in a fighting ring facing each other. You ran behind, flipped her, she was in front of your feet. She started to get up and swept you, so you landed more or less on her side, parallel to her.
Hyacinth is just going to straddle her legs and then put a hand on her chest and push her down and get face to face really close.
Okay.
And say, I like the expensive ones. That means they're the best at what they do. And that's just how they end it.
Just because, roll a charisma to see how that affects her.
Oh no.
How confident were you when you said all that?
I mean, full on press them down into the deck.
I know, but
Oh god, what's my charisma? Is this just
flirting?
a straight charisma roll?
Yep, just straight roll.
With my modifier or without it?
With it.
With it?
Yep.
And it's a 19 because it's a 17 plus 2.
She rolled a 3. So her whole face is now as red as her beard. And she is
adorable.
Very quiet going, and you can just see her face look away, any direction away from making eye contact with you, because I'd expect you to come back with that.
Do you know the move whenever people go from their knees just to jump up to be standing again?
Yes.
That's what Hyacinth does, and then offers her a hand to help up.
There's a minute of hesitation before she finally reaches up and grabs your hand. And when she takes it, there is I don't want to say hesitance, but that she just kicked my ass, hit on me, and now she's touching me. Women, kind of thing.
Somebody's flustered.
Extremely. She did not come here to be attacked like that. Basilia has a bit of a crush now on Hyacinth.
As you should.
The crowd
Hyacinth has that effect on people.
We've seen that. The crowd erupts into a mix of reactions between cheering for the fight, a bit of laughing at Basilia, of the big bad dwarf got their ass kicked by a bunny, Rayon comes up and says in Violin, you have no idea how long I've wanted to watch someone do that to her.
Hyacinth looks at Ryan and just says, and back in Veer, and it's like, it usually catches them off guard. Like, if you get me on the ground, then like, and you're on the ground with me, it just makes sense to do it that way, doesn't it?
Rayon obviously is not of the same mind as you and just looks like, sure. Completely
Totally makes
unaware of how to
sense.
react. It makes sense, but it's one of those, you probably mean it in a different way than it sounds. And they're trying not to misinterpret you. The rest of the crew, though, says they start cheering, wanting more, because you three just single-handedly swept the roster of people they fought. They want more fights, and they're like trying to get someone to jump in the ring with either of you three, or get someone else to jump in. Just out of curiosity, is this gonna inspire Deafay to come down at all?
I think so. I think her curiosity wins out at this point.
Okay.
I think before she can even think about what she's doing, she's probably climbed back down.
Okay. Is she gonna jump right into the ring, or is she gonna watch another round first?
She's gonna jump right into the ring.
Oh Jesus. Oh God. Okay.
Awesome.
Let's see who you fight.
I'm imagining Deafay just like sliding into the ring, like the wrestler move, whenever the refs do it.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's say one thing, at least this episode isn't boring and uneventful.
I like sparring matches in games. They're always really funny.
Keep your beach.
I've been waiting for us to do this for ages, like just friendly fights.
Keep your beach episodes.
Which is why I
We get
suggested
fist
it.
fight episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can do a beach episode, but we could play the sport with the ball.
Oh,
Sports
God.
ball.
Volleyball.
Oh, we're not doing blitzball in this. I will not submit anyone to that.
Corey would be amazing at volleyball.
So
Roy would be
DFA,
amazing.
you may
Can
be
we use the Moogles as the volleyball.
Aw.
DFA, you may be annoyed, but you also may love this. Your opponent is the cook, Aubrey.
The stoner move.
Stoner
We're
Moogle
gonna
versus
get
versus
Drunken
seasick
monk
Moogle.
style.
Oh no.
That's
She has no reaction to it whatsoever. She just like sinks into
hysterical.
a fighting stance.
Aubrey just like gets kind of pushed in by the crowd. And he looks at DFA. Hey, you're a Moogle. That's cool.
She kind of like hisses at him and goes, "Do not perceive me."
What's
She doesn't seem like she likes him
Perceive me.
very much at all.
When you say perceive, he looks around going, what's that word?
Oh my gosh.
Oh
She
man.
kind of like drops her shoulders and she goes, "Well, I mean, like," and she kind of looks up at the crow's nest. She goes, "Mogzio, what does perceive mean?"
I am loving all of this. Does
Moxie is just like seeing or hearing.
She's gonna like go back into her fighting stance. She's gonna go, "Don't look at me."
Okay.
Aubrey just kind of shrugs, goes, yeah. Mm-hmm. So what are we doing now? And the crowd just starts cheering again.
She goes, "You're gonna fall down in a minute."
I swear to God, if the cook's the best fighter.
This is gonna be how it's gonna go.
I imagine it has to be very drunken monk.
He's just like,
Stone
okay.
monk.
Okay. I like sleep. If you're saying I'm gonna go sleep soon, I'm totally down. I need a break. It's been a while. But yeah, first D20 roll.
Oh God.
19.
You beat him on the first one. He doesn't exactly move towards you. He just kind of like stumbles around the circle in a very, not a drunken style, but in a very haphazard. He has no fucking clue what's going on. I don't know how DFA would actually do this. So how would you describe DFA's fighting style against another
almost
Moogle?
like a dance. It's watching her is a lot of like circle walking and
Okay.
quick turns.
So similar to airbending?
Yeah, kind
Okay.
of similar. She has to be flexible when she's midair, so
Yeah.
she's very used to those like circular movements.
Okay. As he kind of like flounders around the circle, you circle around him enough to get like 3 palm strikes to like the back of him, and he just fumbles forward and goes, "Whoa. Did the boat hit something, guys?" He is oblivious to the fact that you actually hit him, though.
That's perfect.
Second roll for the bout.
You're not gonna believe me.
Did you get a nat 20?
No, I got 19 again.
Well, he got a 20.
Oh,
Um,
damn.
as you come in to get him for a second time, he bends over very like accidentally, as if he just saw something, stands back up as you miss, and just turns, elbowing you in the cheek, and goes, "Whoa, weren't you over there? How'd you get over here?"
Oh my god.
He's drunken style.
It's Jackie
I
Chan
love
as a
that
Moogle.
so much.
It really is.
I'm assuming that irritates DFA a bit for that kind of like dismissiveness.
A little bit, yeah. She has a thing with being taken seriously.
Do you want to shout at him at all again?
Nope.
Okay. Final roll.
She's just gonna go for it.
All right, final roll.
$14.
You beat him. How do you want to? How do you want to throw this stoner around the fucking ship?
She's gonna drop to the floor and trip him.
All right. As he goes up, because he is just, he is essentially just ragdoll when you hit him around. He goes, "Whoa! Oh, hey, that's the sky."
As
then
soon as that happens, she jumps back towards the crow's nest.
that
Oh,
as you had to leap over him to go up the crow's nest, he's just like, "Whoa, that Moogle jumps really good. You should be a dragoon."
If anybody is listening at all, you could probably hear her as she's climbing up going, "I'm a good jumper. I'm a good jumper. Really good at jumping."
adore Deafay.
Also, Aubrey just rolls over to look at like the rest of you guys. Goes, "Did you know that Moogle could like just she flies like a fucking bird, guys?"
Yep, we knew that, man.
She jumped real good.
She's real good at jumping.
Wish I could jump that. My wings aren't that good. Then he kind of just like rolls away towards the other end of the ship to like get out of the ring. He doesn't get up. He just rolls.
Oh my god.
He just rolls.
He's
He just
not-
rolls away.
yeah, he just rolls away, completely unfazed by the fact he just got his ass kicked. There is no animosity between him and DFA for him, even though she's probably plotting his murder.
She does look a little pissy, but as she sits back down in the crow's nest, she pulls some of the food over, still doesn't acknowledge it, and then she just kind of peers back over the edge to watch what happens next.
All right. So you guys got 4 wins down. Is Mogzio at all feeling like jumping down?
Nope.
Okay. So which of the 3 of you want to take the next round?
Corey.
I'll say I'm back up.
Okay. Corey's back up. This is gonna be
Oh.
this is the final fight for the thing. The whole
Nice.
this whole kit and caboodle. So far, you guys have like a streak of 4-0.
Clean sweep. Let's go.
6. That means you take. Ooh, okay. So, DFA, not DFA. Corey, how confident are you at this point after all this has been going on?
Corey's always pretty damn confident.
Okay. You get back in the ring. You know the crowd's cheering you on. They're all riling you up because like you 4 just rashed their fighters. As this is going on, the whole crowd gets quiet as your opponent steps in. You turn around, you surprise Amelia.
Oh.
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 Yeah, Corey's eyes kind of light up, and she does a little bow thing and says, "I'm very honored."
I wasn't going to participate, but after you thoroughly showed my best the floor, I figured I'd see if you were worth your time. She very, very, very politely takes off her coat, hands it to Inigo. She leaves her gloves on, though. Takes off the hat, hands it to Inigo as well. He folds it and holds onto it very, very protectively. And what you notice is that under her hat was a pair of very small goggles. She pulls them down, puts them over her eyes, and she's like, safety first. Fixes her gloves and gets into a fighting stance in front of you. Whenever you're ready.
Great.
And the minute she says that, the entire ship erupts in cheers from the crew going, holy shit, Captain Amelia is actually going to show us how it's done. But they're also kind of cheering for you.
Lose at this point. That's awesome.
First roll.
Let's see. That is a 19.
She rolled a nat 20.
Oh.
Jesus.
You come in and just punch down thinking like this is going to be so easy. You guys have been doing so well so far. This is going to be so fucking simple. She backflips out of the way, lands on your forearm, and just looks at you like, I said whenever you were ready. And just jumps up and kicks you in the cheek before landing back on the ground very gracefully. And throws her hands up and does that whole come and get me with her hand.
Corey has crazy eyes again.
All right, second roll.
She's just staring at her like, oh man, this is good.
What's the second roll going to be?
Getting my dice because it ran away from me.
They're like, stop putting us through trauma.
That is a 20.
Ooh, okay, we both rolled the same. So I would say, what is your strength?
God.
Just the strength stat.
18?
Okay. Your strength beats hers just barely. So go ahead. You get the win for this one. She tries to do the same kind of acrobatic moves, but it's clear that okay, you learned. Okay, she's this small. She moves this fast. I'm ready this time. She darts up, trying to give you like a quick succession of blows to the chest, and you catch her and throw her against the mast that leads up to the crow's nest, causing it to shake a little bit. So Deafay and Mogzio get a little bit of a jostle up above. Not a lot to startle them, but they honestly felt something hit the mast. And when she hits the ground, she looks up going, you break my ship, I will break you.
I believe you.
And now for the final roll for this whole throwdown.
See what I get.
Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers.
Yeah, again, Corey doesn't even care if she loses at this point. She just likes fighting.
What we don't know is Elric has bet the entire crew all his money for this.
That is an 18.
How do you want to beat the captain?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh no.
Because she rolled a 2.
Oh no.
I don't know how to beat her because she's very small and I am not.
I'll say that again, she moves very nimbly, acrobatically, so like you can win by countering or just full on overpowering, whichever you're feeling.
I'll go with countering because
right.
that seems more appropriate for her size.
She runs up the mast a bit and then uses it as a way to push herself towards you, hoping to hit you like essentially like launching herself like a missile at you. Unfortunately, being that she's in the air and can't change her trajectory, you're able to step aside and catch her and just
Mm-hmm.
push her down to the ground and put your knee on her, being like, I think I win.
Gotcha.
You hear that like you can hear like the attempt of like hissing at you. Cause
Oh shit, sorry.
and she's just like, no, it sorry about that. I try not to get like that. You won fair and square. I just never beat me like that. She looks at Inigo. You are not in trouble for losing now. See why you lost.
You're not in trouble for losing. I will get off of her and help her up.
Inigo comes over with her coat and hat, hands it to her very gently as you help her up. And Inigo's like, yes, Captain, I will do better not to lose next. And she quickly goes, no. It was a lesson for everyone, including me. Just know that if I need a new first officer, I know where I'm looking.
She's mine. You can't have her.
I am also not a sea wolf.
With that, she says, thank you for the fun.
Thank you.
I would say this is about enough for the day. I don't want everyone getting too rowdy. Besides, I believe Rayon doesn't want to spend the whole evening patching up the crew. And she walks off to the helm with Indigo bowing to you respectfully and heading off as well, because he's still a little bit bruised pride for what you did to him.
I get that a lot.
So you guys had a clean sweep of that. What you guys didn't know was the crew was taking bets.
I think I wanted to ask too.
While everyone's cheering on Corey, and all that, Hyacinth, you and Elvic are approached by crap, who was it? Tibby, the other dwarf.
Mm-hmm.
And quietly they go, so who's making bets? It's gonna happen. You guys won fair and square, so you guys get the winnings. And they hand you 1,000 gil to split amongst you.
Oh,
Shit.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah.
Tibby's like, just saying though. If it was anybody else, they would be really pissy and want double or nothing. But I think with the way you guys won, they want to nurse their egos tonight.
I mean, next time.
Yeah,
Maybe.
next time.
Oh no! I bet on you guys. I made money tonight. Thank you. Like, and you see Tibby like showing off like 4,000 guild they made.
Nice.
And they're like, hey, I know my crew. They're good, but I've never seen people like you. So I bet on the new guys. Also, I just wanted to see how good it went. Worst case, I lose money. I'll get it back. I keep the ship going. I can get it back.
That is amazing.
Hyacinth was very pleased.
Nice.
Very pleased with himself.
But yeah, they made $4,000 off of you, and you guys made $1,000.
Cool.
Love it.
Shall we split that?
Tibby's also like, hey, you guys want to gamble anything else? Let me know. I know who does what betting, and I can rub elbows and get things going during the journey. We still got a few days, and trust me, it's to be made. And just like does the whole like cha-ching hand thing and just like scuttles off.
Hyacinth is gonna turn to Elric and say, "It's like, are we splitting this?
I mean,
By who fought?
the 5 fighters, I guess. Yeah, that would make the most sense.
That'd be
4
what,
fighters.
2.
Or yeah, sure.
Yeah, 4.
Wait, I can't count.
Unless you want to
Corey,
give Corey the double.
I mean,
I wouldn't say no, but I won't tell you to.
You did win 2 fights. You were our ringer, basically. Against
yeah, it's just you would get 50 extra gold.
So
Well,
yeah,
no, if it's 1,000, you're dividing it
Well,
4 ways.
1,000.
It'd be 200 each.
Other
So
people
Corey would
do
get
math.
400.
all right. So wait, it's 1,000 by
Yeah,
4.
1,000 gil. If you're splitting it 4 ways, it'd be less. But if you're splitting it 5 ways and just giving Corey 2 portions, it'll be 200 each. Corey would get 400 gil.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to do that?
Cool.
I think that's
That
fair.
works.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with
Corey
that.
fought twice.
Corey's
Yeah,
sitting
I'm
here
fine.
like, I'm making money.
So
Yeah.
200 for me and Hyacinth
And DFA.
DFA.
And DFA.
Though DFA's up in the crow's nest, so when DFA gets the money, it's up to
Yeah, we'll have to give her the money.
Ugh.
I'll leave DFA's part with Elric, since I saw him go up into the crow's nest earlier.
Okay.
All right. I'll be honest, I didn't plan for that, so good way to like burn a session. Like that was actually really cool on you guys.
That was cool.
You're welcome. I've
was
been
fun.
sitting on this idea forever.
No, it was really good. I was like, I expect you guys to just like to mingle with the crew and shit. Now you guys were like, fuck this, we're throwing down. But no, Rayon does come up to you guys, ask if you guys need any patching up because you guys did, you clean sweeped, but you guys did take a few hits.
Yeah, we did take some hits.
So they asked, do you guys need any medical attention before they get to the crew who clearly needed it more?
It should probably get to the crew first.
Fair enough. If you need anything,
Probably.
I think we're fine.
if you need anything, you know my office is. Your friends up there, they're good, right? Don't need to bring them anything.
I think they're okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they should be fine.
All right. Let them know if they need anything. I'll gladly see them.
Well, actually, is there anything that can help with like nerves that you know of?
Well, you ask Aubrey. I don't suggest that. I think the best thing for them would be to have them get used to it and not use any kind of medication.
All right, fair enough.
But if it gets worse, let me know, and I might have something.
Okay.
Don't trust Aubrey though. If you want those two,
Noted.
if you want those two like them, no. One of Aubrey is enough. We don't need 3.
Fair.
I'm still looking for Aubrey's stash to cut them off. And then Rayon leaves to go to the rest of the crew and patch them up.
Okay.
Suddenly, also, just so everyone knows, up in the crow's nest with Deafay and Mogzio is Tilde, the watch leader.
Mm-hmm.
They shout out, "Ship ahead."
Cool.
And from the crap, I can remember which side's which. The bow is the front. Yes, bow is the front. I do it in my head like bow, stern. Yeah, from the bow, you guys can see coming towards you the silhouette of another ship.
Oh ho.
It seems to be moving at a slower pace. The sails aren't out, and it's drifting based just entirely on the current. Those of
Seems
you
bad.
who are actively doing anything, roll perception.
Mm,
With advantage because you were alerted to it.
Oh, thank God, because I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 4 and then a 7. So
You're counting your money. You're like, yeah,
I'm
boat, cool.
distracted.
I rolled a 3, then a 17.
But no, I'm gonna say Corey's like, boat, yeah, okay, cool, yeah, okay, that's 10, 20, 40. Okay, yeah, that is definitely a boat. Whatever. Okay, pockets it.
I got 22.
Jesus.
And 19 for
16
me.
plus 6.
Oh wait, 17 plus 1. Sorry, 18.
18, 23, you said, DFA?
19.
19.
Yeah, 24 for me.
Okay. Mogzio and DFA, because you guys are in the crow's nest with Tilde, you see better than everyone else. The boat looks worn, battle scarred, and it's seen clearly better days. And the reason why it's not running with sails is because the sails are missing. So Hyacinth, you and Elric got 19 and 18?
22.
22. Okay, that was 20. I did hear a 20. So, okay, Hyacinth, you're able to notice with your hearing super hearing. You don't hear any deckhands, you don't hear any crew, you don't hear anything coming from the ship. Just the creaking of the ship, waves crashing on it and moving it towards you guys. Elric, you're able to notice that there is an entire section of like where the guard railing is on the sides of the boat. There's an entire section missing. And that's where we're ending the session.
Oh,
Oh boy.
oh boy.
Oh no.
Abandoned ship.
Bum bum bum.
Oh, I should also add for like, just the dramatic thing for the audience. There is a fog following the ship.
I knew it.
No.
I knew it.
Is this a ghost ship?
It's gonna be a ghost ship. I knew it.
I can't punch ghosts.
The ship is sailing west. That's all you need to know.
Weast.
Weast.
Thank you.
Also, at the end of the thing, Fritz so lovely demands that we all hydrate.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Thank you.
I forgot.
I would say that I had to force Harrison to, but I feel like if he doesn't, Britt will just stare at him in an intimidation way.
I can't make him do shit.
True facts.
His power of not giving a fuck is too strong.
I feel that.
It's a Californian thing, I think. But yes, audience, thank you for joining for tonight's episode. For those who missed parts or didn't show up to see any of it, this will be on YouTube next Tuesday. Next week, we'll get to see what crept along the seas to meet the party. We'll see who actually goes on board this or anything at all. But until then, hopefully you have a good rest of your week. Have a good rest of your time zone. We will see you guys next week. Have a lovely time, and hopefully when Dell comes back, they will be like, oh fuck, what have I returned to? Take it easy, everyone. Bye-bye, and have a good night.
No.
Night.
All right.